In this video, we're going to continue looking at PDF files, but this time we'll look at how we can write to PDF files as opposed to read from PDF files. And to do this, we need to import another module, and the module we're going to use to help us do this is known as FPDF. So if you haven't got FPDF installed on your machine, make sure you put pip install FPDF before continuing with this video. We can then import a respective function from this module. So we can put from FPDF, we want to import the FPDF function. And the first thing we're going to do is create an object which is a call on the FPDF class. And what this will essentially do is just create an empty PDF file for us to then be able to work within. Now if we want to add a page to our PDF file, all we now need to do is put PDF, then place a dot, and then call upon the add_page method. And this will add a new page into our PDF document. We can then set some font settings if we want to, so if we put pdf.set_font and then open parentheses, we can choose a font name so we can pass in the string Arial as the first argument, and then we can put the parameter size and set this equal to a font size of 15. Now that we've added the page and set the style and font size for this PDF document, we can now create a cell within the PDF file. And this cell will enable us to stipulate the width and height of the cell and also the text that we want populated in the PDF document. We can specify what line on the page we want this text to sit on, and we can also select the alignment. So what we'll do is we'll put pdf.cell and then open parentheses, and we'll provide this cell a width of 200. We can then put a comma and a height of 10. We can then put a comma. We'll set the text to equal Python Bootcamp. We'll set the line property, which is ln, to be equal to 1. So we want this on the first line of the document. And then we can set the align property to equal the string capital C. And this basically just means the center of the cell. I will then copy and paste this code line, and then I'll add a second line to our PDF document. So I'll change the text to be, I am going to be written to a PDF file using Python. I'll then set the line to equal 2, so the second line in the document, and I'll leave the align property to be equal to C. Now in order for us to save this document, we can then access the output method, so we can put pdf.output, and then in parentheses we need to put the name of the file and the destination where we want it to be saved down. Now for the purposes of this example, I want the name to be create_pdf.pdf, and the destination will simply be the same file location where this file is stored. If I wanted to save this in a different destination, I could pass in a second argument to the dest parameter, which stands for destination, and you'll be able to save your PDF wherever you like. So if I now run this code cell, and then go across to the file path where this file would have been saved, you can see that we have a PDF file created called create_pdf. If I open up this PDF, you can see that I get a PDF document with 2 lines of text, Python Bootcamp, and I am going to be written to a PDF file using Python. Now this is obviously a very basic example, but hopefully it gives you an idea as to how you can write to PDF files if ever a use case comes up. Obviously once again, go into the Python community, observe what these modules can do, and if your problem statement is getting data into a PDF file and you think this is useful, there's plenty more documentation you can leverage with respect to the FPDF module. In the next video, we're going to see how we can use Python to read data from a database. Obviously, this then makes analytics much more easy if we can connect directly to data stored in a database. So if this sounds like something you'll find useful, I'll see you in the next video.